After years of the dwindling population, monarch butterflies may be making a comeback. The Xerces Society reported more than 200,000 monarch butterflies across the West this winter. This is compared to the less than 2,000 that were reported last winter. Cotton Marroquin takes us to a butterfly grove in California to explain this fluctuation in population.
Here in San Luis Obispo, butterflies fly around and enjoy basking in the sun as their time at the grove comes to an end. Back in early fall of last year, the monarch butterflies migrated here from the west side of the Rocky Mountains to escape the cold. Next, they'll head back up north as far as Canada. While this is a yearly migration, the population sizes have been very different every year.
We used to have monarchs in the over 1 million for this western population. Here at the Grove, it was maybe a quarter of that just for our site. But over the years, it's just been a pretty steady decline.
But recently, things took a turn for the better. This year, 22,000 monarchs were counted at the Pismo Beach Butterfly Grove, compared to a mere 200 last year. Historically, butterflies are known to have fluctuating populations. According to the Western Monarch Count, in 2001, there were over 20,000 Western monarchs reported. Then the population significantly dropped in 2002, and in the following year, it went back up to over 20,000 again. Still, SLAC says that the overall pattern that they've been seeing is alarming. Pesticides are one of the many threats that monarchs face, as they decimate milkweed, their primary food source and the only plant that monarchs lay their eggs on. But there's another thing that's endangering monarchs.
The biggest threat monarchs have is habitat loss. There's a lot of groves up and down the coast, but historically there were a lot more.
Gail Morris, coordinator of the Southwest Monarch Study in Arizona, says that humans are a huge reason why this is happening.
We are encroaching on their habitat, and as a result of that, we need to be able to help all of wildlife through this troubled time.
Humans may be a big threat to monarchs, but Morris says that we can also be their biggest helpers.
If we have a small backyard, plant a couple milkweeds, plant flowers that we know monarchs like to visit. And like I mentioned before, look in the neighboring trees. Are there some trees here for shade? Do we have it? All within our neighborhoods.
People can also volunteer with organizations like the Southwest Monarch Study to help plant milkweeds across the country. In the last 2 years, the organization planted nearly 7,000 milkweed plants in Arizona with the help of volunteers. And that's helping the population.
The interesting thing is there were other monarchs around the area. People found them in their backyards in Northern California. We saw a lot of them here in Arizona.
So much is at stake, and the future of monarch butterflies is unknown. For now, they will continue fighting for their existence, one day at a time. In San Luis Obispo, Karen Marroquin, Cronkite News.
Miller and SLAC both hope that this increase in population will encourage people to help protect this species.